Tesh Dile, this is Sakina Bhatt and welcome to Tibet This Week, a weekly feature in English on this week's news on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration. Let's look at the headlines. His Holiness the Dalai Lama to give teachings and guidance in terms of COVID-19 crisis. His Holiness the Dalai Lama's message on Vesak celebration around the world. Religion Department of Central Tibetan Administration to organize prayer service calls for details of Tibetans affected by COVID-19. Department of Education launches counseling services for students and parents struggling amidst prolonged lockdown. 159 organizations petition the UN for release of Tibet's Panchen Lama Genden Chukyi Nyima. Tibetan monk dies after 2 years of ill health due to brutal torture in Chinese prison. Countries call for global inquiry into China's handling of the early stages of Wuhan outbreak. The climate change in Tibet is closely monitored by the Belgian Parliament. The Office of His Holiness the Dalai Lama has announced that His Holiness will give virtual teachings and guidance next weekend. His Holiness will give teachings on Nagarjuna's precious garland and advice of coping in the time of COVID-19. The teachings are scheduled to be live-casted on May 16th and 17th from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time with translations in many languages. His Holiness the Dalai Lama offered greetings to Buddhist brothers and sisters across the world who celebrated Vesak Buddha Purnima on Thursday. This time again, His Holiness called for practice of compassion and face the challenges with unity. The Department of Religion and Culture of Central Tibetan Administration called upon all Tibetan Buddhist community to join virtual Vesak prayers dedicated to speedy resolution of the COVID-19 crisis. The Department of Religion and Culture of Central Tibetan Administration made an announcement calling for those who are suffering from the coronavirus and bereaved families to share their names and details with the department for necessary prayer services and rituals that can be organized for their benefit. The prayers will be organized in coordination with the Nechung Monastery and Kirti Monastery in Dharamshala in keeping with the central and state government's guidelines for lockdown. All expenses will be borne by the Department of Religion and Culture. The department will also attempt to broadcast the prayer ceremony live via CTA's official media. Over 100 Tibetans have been infected with the Wuhan-originated coronavirus, especially in the US and Europe, and several have passed away. The Department of Education of Central Tibetan Administration has organized professional counseling services for children and parents struggling amidst the prolonged lockdown. In consideration of parents and students, a list of the counselors and their contact details are provided on www.tibet.net. 159 organizations wrote a petition to the United Nations for the release of Tibet's Panchen Lama Genden Chukyi Nyima and his entire family. The enforced disappearance case of Panchen Lama is currently pending at the Committee on the Rights of the Child and the UN Special Procedure Working Group on Enforced and Involuntary Disappearance. Honourable Ross Garrier, Green MSP for West Scotland and Scottish Cross-Party Group on Tibet, tabled a motion in the Scottish Parliament highlighting the case of the enforced disappearance of the 11th Panchen Lama on 23rd April. The motion acknowledges the month-long global advocacy campaign by the Central Tibetan Administration to mark the 25th anniversary of the abduction of the then 6-year-old Panchen Lama and his family by Chinese authorities. Further notes that the advocacy campaign will run from 25th April to 17th May 2020, understands that the CTA has repeatedly raised this issue with the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child, notes what it sees as the unsubstantiated claim by the Chinese government that Genden is living a healthy, normal life. A former Tibetan political prisoner named Genden Sherab has passed away in Tibet due to torture injuries sustained in Chinese custody. He is reported to have passed away on 18th April. As per Radio Free Asia report, Gyandan Sherab was arrested 3 years ago in 2017 in Lhasa for sharing a message from His Holiness the Dalai Lama regarding the reincarnation of Choden Rinpoche from Seraje Loba Khansen. The Chinese government censoring early coverage of the outbreak from Wuhan city has started to draw international scrutiny, with an overwhelming majority of countries such as the US, France, Germany, and the UK and Australia questioning China's transparency over the outbreak. Australian PM Morrison on April 23rd called for an international inquiry into the origins of the virus and how it spread, while US President Donald Trump called out China for the lack of transparency after the coronavirus broke out in its Wuhan city and raised doubts on China's reported death toll.
So at the end of this pandemic, we will come to the conclusion that democratic system, the transparent system, where there is freedom of speech and free media, are better in dealing with this, provided they are given correct and timely information. At the moment, the Europe and America were caught off guard because they were not given accurate and timely information as far as coronavirus, which originated in Wuhan, is concerned.
Reporters Without Borders denounced China's recent censorship on academic research related to coronavirus, calling the Chinese government to revoke these restrictions so as to empower the international community of essential information to fight the pandemic. Earlier this month, the Chinese Ministry of Science and Technology notified at least 2 universities that coronavirus research must obtain their approval prior to publishing, a measure that is unusual even for Chinese censorship. The Belgian Foreign Minister, Mr. Philippe Goffin, in a response to Mr. Samuel Kogolati, Member of Federal Parliament of Belgium, said that the developments on the issue of climate change, environmental degradation, protection of biodiversity and sustainable development in Tibet are closely monitored by Belgian Foreign Ministry and its embassy in Beijing. He also cited the instance where the issue was raised with a visiting delegation from the so-called Tibet Autonomous Region in late 2019. So much for today. See you next time and have a great weekend.